Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to EPSEX online support program. Today we discuss science of class 7 week number 3. Topic is transfer of heat. I am your teacher Hassan Ali from middle section EPSEX Badin. Here we take a recap of our previous topic. Previous topic is temperature and heat. So first of all we discuss the temperature. Temperature is a measure of how hot or cold something is. Temperature is measured in degrees Celsius and temperature is measured with thermometer. And heat is the transfer of energy from higher temperature object to the lower temperature object. It is measured in kilojoule or joule. And other topic is heat is about moving particle. So it's all about the moving particles that called atom and molecules, and the moving particles are constantly on move, either vibrating or freely moving, and it is the motion of the particle that creates a form of energy called heat. Movement of the particle is affected by temperature. The higher the temperature, the faster the particle move. This is known as kinetic theory. And now you can see on page number 4 that there are three patterns of solid, liquid and gas. So solid do not contain lot of heat energy. Each particle vibrates around its fixed place in the framework, just like ice. And liquid have the more heat energy than solid. Particles are able to move around by rolling over each other, for example water. And gas have the most heat energy, and particles move very quickly and they are free to move in any direction, just like steam. So our topic is conduction, page number 5. So conduction is the movement of something such as the heat or capacity or electricity through a medium or a passage. An example of the conduction is using a metal rod to roast marshmallows and on open fire and feeling the heat rise through the rod from the fire to your hand. So we, in simple words, we say that heat energy, transfer of heat energy through material just like solid is called conduction. Heat can travel through solid. You will know this if you have ever tried stirring hot soap in a saucepan with a metal spoon. Heat or thermal energy flow quickly from a soap through the spoon to your fingers, and which soon began to get hot. The movement of heat through solid such as metal is called conduction. This is a simple definition of conduction, and the metal spoon conduct heat from the hot soap to your hand. So metals are the best conductor of heat because heat can travel through them easily. Cooking utensils are made of the metal so that the heat from the cooker can get to the food quickly. And on other side, non-metal solids such as glass and plastic tend to be poor conductor of and so do not most liquid. Poor conductor of heat are called insulators. Air is a very good insulator, and materials such as fur, feathers, wool, plastic foams, and glass and minerals. Wool are good insulator because they contain pockets of the trapped air. So here we take examples of conduction. The heat from a hot coffee make cup itself hot, and the metal spoon become hot from the boiling water inside the cup. So here we can discuss that copper is the best conductor of heat. It conducts heat 10 times better than iron. And when heat energy travel by conduction, the energy is passed from one atom or molecule to the next, and it is the heat that flows, not the heated atom. And according to the kinetic theory, if one atom of the metal bar is heated, the particle again gain thermal energy and vibrate faster. This because the particle next to them to move faster as well. By the increased vibration of particle is passed along the bar until the whole bar is hotted, and heat has been conducted along the bar. And now our next topic is convection. Convection, page number 6. So, convection is a movement in a gas or liquid in which the warmer part move up and cooler part move down. Convection current, for example, the transfer of heat by convection, food by cooked by convection. So there are so many examples of convection. Liquid and gases may be poor conductors of heat, but they can carry heat because their particles are free to move around. Convection cannot happen in solid because the particles are held in a framework and cannot move around as they do in liquid and gases. This happens when water is boiled in an electric kettle. The heating element in the kettle only warms the water touching it. Warm water is less dense than cold water, so the warm water rises. This is called convection. And cold water replaces rising warm water, and this in turn also become warm and rises. A continuous circulating steam is set up in the kettle. This is called convection current. Here is an example. We can further discuss that convection is the transfer of energy as heat by the movement of the liquid and solid, so liquid and gas. Convection occurs when a cooler, denser mass of the gas or liquid replaces a warmer, less dense mass of the gas or liquid by pushing it upward. When water is boiled, the water moves in roughly circular pattern because of convection. This motion is due to the density differences that result from the temperature differences, and this is called convection current. So we further discuss that heat energy must travel through gas because a room can be warmed by a heater, and warm air is less dense than the cold air, so the warm air above the heater rise and replaced by the denser cold air. As in the water as in water in the kettle, as convection current set up, the air circulate around the room. Another example there is that during the day, the land is heated by the sun much more quickly than the sea. This sets up a convection current. So air move in the sea in the from the sea when damp air from the over the sea rise, it cool to form clouds. So you can see in page number 6 there is a cloud formation circulation. This is also due to the convection and convection. Now you have to complete your classwork, test yourself. Question number 1. Why can liquid and gases carry heat? You have to write here the reason of the convections. Explain how heater warm all the air in the room. This is also reason that due to the cold and warm air, the warm air of heater replaces the cold air, and so on. Why do you think it take a long time to heat a room with a high ceiling? So here you have right reason that if there is a high ceiling, so cold warm air reach up to cold air up to height in long time. Why do you think convection cannot happen in solid? Convection cannot happen in solid because solid particles are held in framework and cannot move around as they do in liquid and gases. So you have to solve these tests yourself in your notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you have any question, you may ask through a given WhatsApp number. Allah Hafiz.